Hi, I'm very excited to be talking to you all today about my special topic. I've chosen a very personal topic on loss that tends to be less popular and uncommon. Today we will be going over changing schools and its impact on children and their parents. Alright, so the main reason I chose this topic was because I had a close personal connection to it. Many years ago, I was actually born into a military family where I had amazing opportunities to travel the world at a very young age, but that came with a very obvious cost. If you were born here in Kentucky, Ohio, or Indiana, you probably moved 1 to 3 times in your entire life. In my case, I was born in Germany and I ended up moving every 3 years until my very final year of high school. To say that it wasn't challenging would be false, and in fact, it had the biggest impact on my personal and professional development. To get started, let's look at some of the most obvious effects of changing schools. Moves to a new school are very stressful. In general, moving has always been considered to be one of the most stressful events in one's life. For adults, moving may be the norm due to having done it previously for work or other reasons, but children at a younger age may not be well equipped for sudden moves, such as changing schools. In fact, it may actually disrupt academic progress as well as emotional functioning. As I previously stated, moves have a definite toll on a child's social and emotional well-being, meaning the way a child interacts in the environment may be definitely diminished. One thing that I found most surprising throughout my research is that changing schools has a greater impact on a child's cognitive development and increased emotional issues rather than residential moves. By this meaning moving from home to home rather than from school to school. Um, Overall, children take the heat for a majority of their personal development as opposed to adults who may have not had, similar experiences. As with any presentation, I believe it to be important to include compelling statistics that portray the impact of changing schools on children. First, I found it interesting that only 30 students remain at the same school throughout fourth grade. In my family, this was definitely the case due to the constant uproot of military reassignments. Next, children moved on average 2.5 times between birth and 8th grade, with some moving up to 11 times. In my case, I definitely moved more than 2.5 times. But in my opinion, it is always better to be much more rooted in a community than experiencing constant change, such as the one that we mentioned. Also, those students who previously experienced homelessness are at a much higher risk of changing schools frequently after gaining stable housing, for example. There's always something we can do as helping professionals, but the best intervention for a child changing schools rapidly needs to come directly from the parent, in my opinion. There are 4 ways that one can help a child come to terms with this move. In the beginning, one should definitely prepare. It is important to talk about it and not sugarcoat it, especially. Being more enthusiastic can help in some ways or the other. Also, both the child and the parent can make like lists of things that they are looking forward to with the new move. It is also crucial to stay connected with those in the previous community, neighborhood, and school. As a parent, remind your child to never see a move as losing friends, but rather gaining new ones. Once you have moved to the new school, you can also speak to neighbors or new teachers to help the child meet new people. It can often be very intimidating to do this on your own as a child, so having a parent present may ease that fear a little bit. Next, once the child has settled into this new normal, it is important to support them by challenging them to participate in extracurricular activities. Lastly, the parent should remain aware of the fact that there will always be underlying challenges for the child post the move. Friendships left behind might not be replaced so easily, and it may take a little longer to adjust than normal. As this is a grief course, I felt it imperative to talk a little about the emotional component of changing schools. This is a loss for a lot of students, and some may or may not recover from the impact. For one thing, the beginning phases of a move may produce a feeling of culture shock. To the right, I have displayed a chart that I feel accurately represents the phases that coincide with culture shock. First, there is the honeymoon phase, where one is extremely excited and hopeful for this change. The rejection phase is what I like to call reality. This is where we realize the reality of our situation, and we typically view it as not so great, and we sort of reject it ultimately. The next phase is kind of complicated, where one may cope with the move by surrounding themselves with people of similar culture or circumstances. And the recovery phase is next, in my opinion, the most controversial. In other words, this is where students attempt to fit in, to feel accepted by their peers. The last phase tends to be very common, where individuals become so accustomed to their new culture that they would exhibit culture shock if they returned to their previous location. This process typically happens in the span of a couple months all the way up to a couple years. Other feelings that coincide with changing schools include feeling lost or confused. Younger children may experience this much more frequently than older children, in my opinion. Students may also feel a loss of close friends and relationships and come to the conclusion that they may never find something similar in other people, and this is often very common in teenagers. They see the negativity in light, and instead of something that positive that can come of this move. Lastly, it is not uncommon for students to lose academic progress. By changing from one curriculum to another, students may lose their confidence if the material is too challenging, or motivation to keep moving forward in a time where they really do need to keep going because they definitely need to graduate from high school and continue on. I also wanted to highlight the cognitive adaptation grief model that I believe correlates with a child's feeling of loss when changing to a new school. In 1992, Janoff and Bowman discussed that traumatic events and losses can shatter a person's assumptive world. This can ultimately lead to us believing that life is generally meaningless and that we are unworthy or undeserving of good things. By doing this, it often causes profound distress. However, finding meaning and benefit in the experience can change how one feels about the circumstance. We can do this by engaging in interpretations and evaluations that focus on benefits and the lessons we learn from different experiences, such as changing to a new school. To conclude this presentation, I also wanted to cover some of the positive effects of changing schools. As I noted previously, this is a wonderful opportunity to expand social relationships. For example, when I was in high school here in Northern Kentucky, I moved from one school to another, but in the same district. I knew in the beginning that it was going to be rough to move again, but my mom reassured me that I have those friends from the previous school still. Now I'm closer than ever to all the people I've met in both schools, and I have gained a wider range of friendships, and that made me very happy and very satisfied with my high school experience. Students also become used to the fact that they are going to have to set higher academic expectations for themselves, as they have been influenced by so many amazing teachers. Also, students moves change schools more often, have a greater sense of self-realization and greater development. They tend to develop skills that will benefit them in the future as professionals. Lastly, students also find more motivation in learning. Changing schools all the time for me allowed me to look forward to higher education. I was much more motivated in this chapter of my life due to the fact that I had the opportunity to stay in one place for a longer amount of time. All right, I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and if you take anything away from this, don't be afraid of change. It is leading you to a new beginning. Thank you. If you have any questions, please comment below. And these are my references.